Sema cheni tina ke asema jamu. Enyi sano muni emu aye yo. Enyi lofa muni emu aye yo.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
And I didn't ya to money, and I salia ya to money, and I quality ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I salia ya to money, and I quality ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I forget now ya to money. That's the baby, and I forget it now. Cause you walk on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and out part of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to serve. The session that time and our efforts are rare. The broadcast we giving are real and I promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from River Sass, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Montserrat, Sano to Backbaloo, from Maryland, Bonkan to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
In the Sktv, it is the best in Liberia. Sktv, it is the best in Africa, and Sktv, it is the best around the world. And most definitely we are, because why? We give you all of the information that you need to know, all of the happening things that we bring all of the information right to your doorstep, and that's the kind of what we do. We sacrifice, we go beyond, we talk things that other people feel that maybe they want to say their daily bread, they may not get their daily bread, because mind you, now we live in a world where people, either you got to compromise on things just for you to survive. You got to we just got to sell your quote unquote, I call it sell your birthright, or sell your right, or maybe you just got to let some stories behind the scene, just so that you so that politicians will be friends with you. But for some of us, we choose country over self-interest. We choose our country because, mind you, I may born today, if I'm no more, at least my children, and other children, other future leaders will be able to take over. That's the kind of society we want, because, mind you, we too, we came and other people gone, right? And like, for example, our great-grandparents, they are no more. And today we are the one in charge. So that's why too, that was going to happen. We're going to live one of these days and be able to turn over to the new generation. But how that going to happen? What are some of the systems we're putting in place? What are some of the things that we're putting in place? What are some of the things that we're doing? When we keep saying, oh, let's forget it. This one happened, then leave it. After recover, if you're crying for funding, no money, very soon. That also happen, you already end up. So that's the kind of culture that we find ourselves in, right? Where we don't even have time for priorities, things that we're supposed to put more attention to, or we don't care. All we do is politics. Politics, insult, hatred. People are accusing, people are doing all kinds of things. But again, people, please, let's share the show. Today is Friday, as usual. On the Friday that is, the entire team will be here. Today I'm just starting, but Steve will be the main host for today. Maybe Mr. Connor, maybe any of them when they come. But yes, I still have to be around. Today's the 23rd of May. Since one of my team members behind the scene, they are setting up. In a moment from now, I will bring them on so that we can discuss about things, the trending national issues. First of all, our sympathy to the people of Nigeria and other Liberia at large, for the death of the former First Lady, Madame Nesse Do. Yes, sometimes when you live your life the right way, when things happen, people always remember you. So our sympathy to all of you that heard from Grand Gile. I want to say yes, indeed, be strong and Liberia at large. I know there are a lot of condolences and messages and so forth going back to back, even though there are accusations, allegations and so forth. But again, this thing will happen and it will come about. Yeah, this thing will happen. It will come around because some of all the way we treat people. That's just one example. The reason why people make friendship today is just because, if, like, for example, Melbourne work here with two friends, right? And Lai been a very good friend of mine, even though apart from all of the workings and so forth. So are you saying that even in the future tomorrow, if something happen, where maybe I see like children or like see my children, are you saying you should forget about my children or I should forget? No. But some of us we take everything under the sun personal. That's the kind of life we live. Even when you leave from working place, you and people will not speak anymore. What kind of attitude is that? It's bad. But anyway, let me see. Maurice, Mr. Maurice Dollar is here. Let me see how best to get him on. Yeah, Mr. Dollar is already here with us this evening. I don't know, Mr. Dollar. Good evening from your end there. I know it's in the evening time too also. What's up? How everything? Now the Friday.
The Friday not too bad. The weather is just no different from Liberia this time. Everything is going well, to be honest.
Wonderful. Everything is going good from the end. Likewise, myself, and I'm seeing somebody like, okay, Steve is already here. Good. So good. Steve is already joining us now on this Friday edition of the SKTV show. Steve, brother, my brother, the way you come on, like, I saw your work fit, but anyway, how be it? Good evening. What's up, my young man? How everything?
Well, folks, it's good to be back. Happy Friday. Sorry there's so many of you who expected me to maybe Mobon did not communicate to you guys. I got stuck. And he knows exactly where, as a deacon, he promised to keep that.
Man, you pay the fine, man. You got to pay fine.
My man, let me greet out people by leaving. Mobon knows where I was yesterday. If anything happened, he will know what to do. So I was stuck, folks. Yeah, I was in situation I couldn't handle.
Somebody was asking me yesterday as to why you go to your area, because I don't know one time you said that you're part of area, that everybody get an area. So they mean I don't know, yeah.
No, don't bring noise here. Don't bring noise on the show today. Please don't bring noise on the show. Thank you. Don't bring noise on the show. So folks, me, I'm a child of God. I let him tell the truth. So I was stuck.
Tell the truth. Confess.
I was stuck yesterday, but finally, we made it, and we came out successfully. And we are here. But it's good to be back, as always. The Liberian people are the most important people on earth, and the Liberian women are the most beautiful women on earth. Like Melbourne said, share the show. Today's show, you don't miss it. The show, I know the show will be hot. I already hinted at Melbourne yesterday that the show will be hot. But how be it, that my boy Melbourne will say, don't forget about that Friday. You can see Melbourne in all pink Friday. You know, you're ready to go chill tonight. The married ready weekend started. But hey.
My man, look, where you went yesterday, you haven't yet, in fact, informed the people, because yesterday there were a lot of messages and calls. People were asking me, Steve, go when? Maybe why you telling all that? In fact, Steve will be here. Then later on again, he says Steve somewhere. Steve, in fact, Steve somewhere. So Steve was somewhere, man. People, and thank God is here in talking about that. So my brother, thank God here, and I think I'm going to turn over to you now, and sort of start the show. Move on maybe with some social issues first, usual, but it's back to you, my brother. Take over. At least that may just be on the side.
I know Mr. Dolly won't get involved with social issue, but we'll get involved with it because I researched Mr. Dolly on SKTV. Certain thing I will not say about Mr. Dollar a big ball. Let me put it that way. Mr. Dollar a big ball, but not just today. No, you know, sometimes when you don't know people and people just come around and they bring themselves, let me use our LeBron word, down and associate with you. It's good to search to find out who that person is. I did not know Mr. Dollar, to be honest, all the time he been appearing on the show. But with the intel that I got off from Mr. Dollar that people. Let me put it out. I will just leave it right here while I bring him. Mr. Dollar that people. You know, I was shocked when I was learning about him. And he earned my respect, eh? I was very shocked when I was learning about him. Maybe someday he will talk about himself. I'm not here to talk about him, but I'm just saying, with what I know now, Mr. Dollar not just anybody. So I will say that maybe you're laughing, but I see what I'm telling you. You know, on the show, we don't want to check people.
Slow down with him, man. Profile to me before somebody can be oil the man inbox. You go to the Friday.
No, I'm not saying nothing. I just leaving it blank like that. The day Mr. Dollar feel comfortable enough to talk about who he is. Look, you know, sometimes it's good to acknowledge when you have a certain people or a certain person connected with you, because not everybody can live enough to be connected with certain people that saw history, been part of history, or know certain things, or are aware of certain things. Not so many people get that opportunity to be in that space. So when you have that opportunity, good to acknowledge them. Mr. Dollar, thank you. It's good to see you. I know you. I've never spoken with you before. Never, apart from Facebook. I mean, you have never interacted. We're not friends on Facebook, but I know you. Yes.
Thank you very much, Theo. You see, look here, I am little man. I'm not a big man. I'm a small man. I'm a traditional man. So, where I will tell you I'm a big man, not a big man, I'm a traditional man. But the country where I'm from, which is Liberia, I think I know myself. I know people there, people know me, but I'm a traditional man.
Okay, traditional man. The day you thought it would know what time it is. But anyway, let's move into the social issue here. Man, what didn't caught your attention socially before we go anywhere? What didn't caught your attention socially?
Well, I think so far, at least the few time, most of the drama, at least nobody know what happened, but maybe like you been vaccine or maybe Sktv, maybe doing well, but maybe with some of the education. But I think nothing much apart from the post that Monk you myself in, but I saw the man putting the bottle on a bag and so forth. Or saying that today is Friday. I think so far I'm better, but socially everything is just okay from my end. Yes, I think nothing much.
You know, Melbourne, during the past few days when I wasn't on Facebook, I've had a lot of people reach out to me, text me in my inbox. Some people send me a video. And you know what a God need again? I a woman in Liberia, Mama Liberia. And he was loving to one girl from the US, and he married, and he and his wife reconciled, and people are ashamed, and the guy is this one, the guy is that one. Let me say it to the other LeBron people. Me, I will always say, I know sometimes you don't let it hear, but me, I can say the truth. Those are normal things. In fact, let me say it to Mama Labura. I want to encourage you again to get another woman. Let me say it. I'm saying it. I want to encourage you to get another woman. If the woman will leave, let her leave. I'm saying it on the show. I'm clear about it. Stay away. These are normal activities. What are you talking? Woman will move from America to come and give you money to be with her. You so refuse it? Don't refuse it. Take it, my brother. Take it. What are you talking? You're hypocritical people there. What are you talking? What are you talking in that country? I see the other one in America making noise. What are you talking? The girl who moved from here, the girl was married to. It's a normal thing. Let's stop this foolishness and get on with the program. What are you talking? You know what I mean? You know what I mean for men to be a woman? It's a normal thing. It's an achievement. It's a big thing. I support it. Let me say it again. You won't come in anything, I get a problem with that one. I'm saying I support it. The only one I don't support is for men to be with another man. And the woman are not behind because there is no long-term benefit. There's no long-term benefit in it. But for a woman to be with men, woman move from America, she know that she married, she get children, she move from America, she go look for men. He like, bro, I supposed to get mad. I support that activity bigly. Let me tell you, me, I stand with that. I'm not worried about that. If the man who and that a woman leave from here and go like, bro, to go be with another man, you want to lean. You don't want to lean? You don't want to leave, I mean? Let it be so. But all the things that you'll be making noise about normal things there, that the one I don't understand with y'all. Our power, our money, our full father, do you know how many women they have? The Bible that you read, you ain't see Solomon there, you ain't see David there, you ain't see even Cheetah, what I got in Abraham. Abraham was cheater. What are you talking? What are you talking? Abraham was a cheater. I say, go read your Bible. You're not reading Bible. Anyway, your pastor didn't read Bible and interpret for you. So I'm not worried about you. We're talking about serial-minded people. We are discussing serial-minded things. We're not talking about your hypocritical thing. Many of you who talking instead of criticizing the guy, you're talking to 2-3 different men and you'll get serial boyfriend. Many of you, you are discussing with 2-3 men in your inbox. Many of you, you are passing around from one man to another man going on dinner because you're hungry. They carry you on dinner, your mom say you dating. No, you're not dating, you are hungry. You are hungry. And be passing around making noise in the town, and the other person cheat, the other person cheat. You belated. You don't understand? You are belated. You be passing around like you're counting cheating or not cheating, but like your business. Nobody worry about that one. Like I said, I support Mama Labro. Mama Labro wife won't leave, now leave. If she leave, he will get another woman again. What didn't happen? What happened there? What didn't happen in the warrior? The one that not happening bigger than that one. When I see BBT and nothing happen that somebody be with another woman and somebody can make out an issue. When you're hypocritical people, the time your God, Abraham, you can be praying to. Your Abraham. What Bible say? He got bosom in heaven. He was not a cheater. Your Abraham, what got bosom in heaven? Abraham, you are not a cheater. Don't leave that story, man. Abraham went pregnant his slave. The girl that was working for them, Hagar. Abraham pregnant her. He was not married to Sarah. Don't forget that story, man. You forget that story. That normal thing, my sister Nora. That normal thing, I say it, that normal thing. In fact, it should be happening more. You know how many women are passing around frustrated, stressed, and depressed. They ain't get married in their life. And you passing around somebody's son in your life. Then you say he might be there for your one. A man, a papa born you for your one. You woo. You woo. What you bring to the what you woo. Don't leave that story, man. That would discuss normal thing. Nobody might papa born for one person. You keep it moving. I support Mama Labira. I stand by him. Then you get another woman again. That is there. Nobody should make no other one. Who here for that thing where you're gonna be making no hypocritical people? You all get different boyfriends. Some of you on Instagram, all the things you're looking for men there. You're gonna meet people inbox looking for men. That lie. I'm gonna tell some of my body to send me some of your screenshots so we can post it.
So, Steve, in this manner, so in case the Liberian government decide to open polygamy in our country, to legalize polygamy in our country, will you support the bill?
When you say support the bill, I bring my whole chest, my whole heart, my body, everything to support the bill. In fact, it will be the big, we have Donald Trump said, big, beautiful bill. It will be a big, beautiful bill in Liberia. It will be a big, beautiful bill. What are you talking about?
Yeah, what is your reason of supporting that bill?
Because it has a lot of benefits. Look, let me tell you something, Mr. Dollar. Let me say this to you. Mr. Dollar, do you know how many of our people so many of our women in our country are stressed? And in the country and in Europe and in the place? Do you know how many women passing around and get men? Do you know the ratio of women to men as we speak? Do you know that? Do you know what's going on? So I'm saying to you, those things are normal things. Mr. Dollar, in your own account there, those are not things that people used to send out case on. That social media that people making noise on. And you know the part that can hurt my feelings? All the people that can be talking, the person cheating, that person cheating, that person cheating. If you check the background, they're sleeping with more than one man. They're hypocritical. I'm telling you today. Most of the young girls you passing around and the cheater and the married man when he cheated, they get married men and they love it too. They in married men in battle. Those hypocrites there. I don't want to also listen to leave that story. Even the married women, they say hustling, most of them. They're looking for men again. I'm telling you. What are you talking? Nothing a normal thing, man. Bring a bill past, man. will support it. I will support it. The House of Representatives on that bill bigly. Talking.
Yeah. Maybe will you support that?
Yeah, Mr. Dollar, so let me chip in on that entire thing. I think I do agree with Steve. You know, sometimes
I
you know,
ask you a simple question. Will you support that bill?
But I think already been existing, Mr. Dollar. I think
I'm asking you. Don't explain what happening. Will you support the bill?
yeah, 100%. Why not?
Okay. That's what I want to hear.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You see, now you're talking.
Yeah. So actually, let me join my brother Steve and say, you know, most of our lives nowadays, they're talking in our lives just too much until even people we bully people for no reason. The same thing that we're doing, but we bully people, we call it insult people, we bring people problem outside. Like in fact, this thing haven't happened before. And you know, still just near it. This thing happened and it will happen no matter what you do. So the people see marriage like people who are married, they are extra human, you know, like their lives maybe it's just so extra. No, we are all human. So people will live without error, people will live with a lot of things happening, and women will come and women will go. That's the life. So all these things, people, every time people live in our various homes just because of these things, like I told Steve one time, I said for me, I will not leave my home just because of cheating business. Maybe that's different thing. But if that because nobody own any human being own themselves. That's why God gave you your life, Mr. Dollar. God gave me mine. If God want you to own me, God will connect you and myself. Maybe He will tell you that the life that I'm giving to Mabel, if for you, Mr. Dollar, you should control it. No. So every human being will free to do things that they want to do, and sometimes lead them. If you can talk to them, if you can advise them, just let it be. So for me, I think I see about the stress too much into many homes that people think that all the only thing, but then the year married business is like maybe people are commit crime or something. So I don't know. Well, that's what my take to what Steve was saying about Mama like Bill. So I don't know.
Mr. Dollar. Mr.
Hmm?
Dollar.
Yeah.
Let me say this to you. Anything that older than you, anything that older than you, is older than you. Even if somebody born one day or few hours, they are older than you.
Yes.
There's no way you can change that. For example, we who read Bible, the Bible said talk about all the things. The thing what people in the Bible they long time ago and God still moving with them. Can you imagine they kill somebody and take away from them, pregnant a woman? Then God turn around in Bible and say that the man after that man finish cheat, he want to cheat or in case somebody in the cheating. And then you will be on social media yelling, you disrespectful, eh? You respect God, eh? God said who acknowledge somebody who cheat and kill. God not very that person that you will be very that person. You who? So I'm saying this to say, there are some things we as humans will never change. We can't change it. Such as it is in our nature as men to want more than two women or more than one woman. That in all nature of all men, let not pretend whether you're your pastor, or your deacon, or your pastor, or your mom. Let me tell you something, it's in our nature. Yes. If you give any man an opportunity, you will get more than one woman. Leave that pretend no idiot they can be doing. Leave that pretend no one can be doing, no fakers they can be doing. We're discussing real issue here. Try your husband. Try your husband. If you not be with a horse girl, try it. That horse girl can't misbehave in the horse. If do it not misbehave. I'm saying this to say we got to be realistic. The reason some people do not step out, do certain things because they make personal choices or because the responsibility they have at hand also. So a lot of different factors. But we can't ignore the fact that this is a natural phenomenon. This is natural, my people. Just stop wasting your time. What kind of man you will be with? And you say, oh, you know that man there, and say we been money, that the only man there with me for you mad?
Steve, let me ask you one more question. Can we talk about this thing a little bit? Because for me, I studied both Bible and the Quran. I went deeply in it, and I think I know a little bit about both. But can I ask you a simple question in this matter here?
Please.
Why let we the human being to saying that we should only marry one woman?
First of all,
Mm.
first of all,
Mm.
it was for political reason.
Mm.
It was for control reason.
Mm.
It's for control reason. And it's highly to discriminate and to suppress people. Let me say this to you. Do you know that China changed the policy a few years ago, where people only used to have one child or at least two children? They stand at the opening. The opening. You understand? They understand the aspect of procreation. So they wanted to suppress a certain group of people, which are we, the African. Listen, Mr. Dole.
Yes, sir.
I come from an acceptable culture where men can get more than one woman. That the culture where I grew up in, and I'm changing part of my culture, and I'm changing part of my tradition.
I know.
They decide to take more than one woman. I will take it.
Yeah, I know all the Lufians.
I'm a Lufian.
Polygamy.
100% Lufian. Let me tell you today. I pass around with your funny thing you get going on.
So, Mr. Dollar, to you and Steve, it is written in the Bible, in the Old Testament. You know, sometimes they teach him, that's where the problem lies. If you go back to Exodus chapter 21, verse 10, it will tell you that if a man desiring to marry another woman, he can go ahead and do it. It is in the Bible. But just because people think that
in consultation with the wife, isn't it?
Yes. If a man decides to marry another wife, he can go ahead and do it in consultation with his first wife, but the second wife, all of her responsibility should be taken care of. That's what the Bible said. But all these things, you know, people don't want to hear what they want to be.
Only be boring and handle that situation. Lead that story.
With equalities, everything.
In fact, I can make a man start to live longer. Do you know that? Yes.
But let me bring something to your attention, Steve. Today, something they call prostate cancer.
Yes.
Something they call prostate cancer is here with men. Mostly men always carry prostate cancer.
Yeah.
Can you please tell me what causes such?
Well, prostate cancer.
If you have any idea.
Yes. No, let me tell you something, Mr. Dollar.
Yes, sir.
We might look small in the field, but we are veterans. We've been around one of those things. You see my picking up one on the show? He understands what things are playing on things behind closed door. He can say, I too hard, I can tell how cold, I too let it. But who understands something I can tell how cold there? No, let me say this. You know, just these few days, if you, Mr. Dollar, send me message on Facebook, my name on Facebook, that Moses, I will send you a couple of research that I've been helping a couple of students who are going for their PhD medical science. They were writing on the same prostate cancer. So I helped them collect a couple of articles, conducted some research. One of them through, I got it right on my phone. I'm looking at it. They read it. I'm looking at it on the phone. Harvard University, talking about prostate cancer, frequency of that can prevent prostate cancer. I also researched a clinic in Cleveland, Ohio. I was researching them about what they wrote about prostate cancer and what the impact or so forth. Now, this prostate cancer thing here is mostly when men, it has to do with ejaculation. That thing what the Labron can call coming, that ejaculation. Men supposed to ejaculate a certain amount of time within a month. You know that? That means we're supposed to be knocking. Yeah, that's what it means. Let me put it that way. Oh yeah, you know that one. You'll be over there. And you're gonna be wearing jeans, and then you be getting that. Or your husband was smoking happening, then you get that. Okay. So according to this research, just a certain amount of ejaculation within a month helps reduce prostate cancer. It does. It's healthy. It is healthy for the men. Let me say it to you today. It is very, 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 very healthy and useful. We're discussing serious things. It is very healthy and useful. Just start getting vests It is nothing useful. Look, to the point that back in the days, even when you read religion, part of the reason why Abraham even had to, do you know that it is important? The women used to bring other women for them to be with them. Back in the days, in our tradition, back in the days, that the women used to go select another person to bring for them, for the men. You know that? It keep the
that's a tradition.
It keep the woman going. It keep the man happy. It keep the man. What are you talking? The man will live long. So maybe when I hear that you won't live long, that part of code there.
No, but let me be frank and I'll let that question, and that's just the fact. You know, Steve, let you feel the fact that men die sooner just because of all the tensions, stress, and everything. Let me be frank. And you know, I've noticed that most of our women, they just want to just possess for no reason. Some of them, even when they tell you, okay, when you get money, you can cheat. So it's just about then having, you know, they want you to get money. They can go ahead and have your so many women that you want. So, you know, I'm not understanding anything. Is that they already know these things, but they just want to just control men in a phone, maybe because they had a little resources, and they don't want the men to carry the resources out. Maybe that's why they are behaving sometimes the way they are behaving. But again, let me be frank. Our forefathers and mothers, they lived together for all these years, and they were happy. I don't know how come these things look like taboo to all of us today as people. And to make, in fact, to even make things worse, people will come and say, oh, 1-to-1. Okay, then what happens, Steve? If, like, for example, Mabel married to this lady, and maybe I didn't know that, maybe we didn't do no health, maybe checkup or so forth. And then lady, unfortunately, maybe she can't bear child. See, what's going to happen next? So should I bear that pain and frustration?
That way, it on you.
Can I explain a little bit about what I do believe that polygamy is very essential?
Yeah, go ahead.
You see, we the religion people, we that believe in God, to say we are religion people, whether Christian or Muslim, all those clergies that we know of, many of them, nearly all, with the exception of Jesus Christ that I don't know of, have more than one wife.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob have more than one wife. That's the reason why you could see his son Joseph and the Joseph brother. Then he married more than one wife.
He married two sisters. He married two sisters and then around. He married the housemaid. You know, so you have four. Jacob have four. Not only that, Jacob used to go on the 18 to get prostitute from there too. You know that?
So, Jacob had more. He married more than one wife. Abraham had married more than one wife. Noah married more than one wife. Nearly all the clergies that we know of from in the Bible and the Quran married more than one wife, and they maintain it. You know, but one thing Steve just said, the reason that brought this one man, one woman issue, one is control mechanism, and the women then want to have full control over the men. So they don't want to share their man with someone because of the profit that they're going to get out of the men. That is one. Number two, from my understanding, I could be wrong, but the women then decide to fight their case. They've been fighting them for ages. All the Western countries, usually people used to have one or two wives. But the women then put their foot down to bring this law into the society for political reasons. So if we can champion this thing here for our government to at least to put a bill out to legalize polygamy, it will be all right. Because nearly all the people in the law in the House of Parliament in Liberia or whatever countries, beside the wife they say they have, whom they got a side chick, where they go and spend huge amount of money down there. And if you got somebody outside, you spending money, why bring it inside? Let everybody know one another and control it from that point.
And that's the point where that means a daughter spending money, bearing children, and so on, and the children, they don't even know each other. What kind of life is that?
So I think I'm in full support of we having polygamy in our country. And mind you, in our neighboring country, they don't stop people from getting married more than one wife. Sierra Leone, Guinea, Ivory Coast.
South Africa, I think sometime last month, South Africa, that same thing happened. I think well in the church, team, they about 2 to 3 men, if I marry 1 or 4 or 5 times. So in the church, and people have no issue. They say, okay, yes, it is the people right for them to do, and the women were happy. No women that were the first or the 5 wives, they were all happy. The second wives, they were happy. They tear to the 4th. So that don't tell you that people just want to live happily, but sometimes because of greed, you know, for me, I see all of these things because of greed. People don't want to open their mind for people, no love, hatred. So that's why people too afraid of all of these things, because some women too to be afraid to know if I bring the lady, she may let them kill me and take them home.
Yeah, but Melbourne, why you gotta be afraid of that? If they kill you, what happened with that one? Ain't you going somewhere? Why you gotta be worried about that? Sonny gotta kill somebody. What didn't Sonny? Mama, leave that story, man. They gotta kill me. What thing happened? And I think all I will do with that one day. Forget about that story. Me, I don't get time for all of that. Let's move on. The thing about it is, whether they like it or not like it, they think that something that exists, it will continue to exist, and nobody can stop it. You leave that one. You like it, look. You like it, go put one gallon full with agua oil, over fried fish with inside rub on your and nothing oil, rub it wherever you want to rub it. It will still not stop anything, my dear. Don't waste your time.
I'm not what you are. If you do the census right now in Labrador, between men and women, 3 women equivalent to 1 man.
No, the ratio go up to
8. If you do the census right now in Labrador,
I say 8. It too plenty. Look, let me tell you something, Mr. Dollar. When you hit the town like that, maybe you've been out of the country for a little bit, but when you hit the town like that, women tattoo boss. What are you talking? No, leave that thing. You see my boy,
and there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people too that also that impressing, especially men. You know, men always into most of the situation, trouble and so forth, and back to back. But Mr. Dollar said something, or Steve, and that's so interesting. But Ali Masale also here with us. I don't know. Maybe later on you want to chip in also on.
Yeah, but let me say this. Let me say this before Ali Masale comes, and then we'll pivot to the next conversation very quickly. Let me say this. And I want to say this to our mothers and our sisters. Let me say this. Please, anything you do in your life, don't encourage any man that choose to be homosexual. Don't stand behind him. Don't encourage it. Don't encourage it. Let me say again. Don't encourage it. You are undermining yourselves. You are undermining your girls' children that are coming up or whatever it is, and you are placing yourself in a competitive situation. It's not in your interest and your benefit. You hear it to the women? Don't support that. I see some of you passing around when you see the men adding the women, we call them girl. Go tell him to wear trousers. Go tell him to come be your boyfriend or your husband. Why you wasting? Oh man, why y'all can be wasting serious things? Tell that man to behave himself. He's not a girl. Don't call him girl, call him boy. Call him man. Look for a woman and give it to him. If you want you look for your friend, you put your friend on him. Let him behave himself. He's missing out. Me and my own encouragement for the woman.
And quickly, Steve, I have a question I wanted to ask you and Mr. Dollar as to who really delay small this thing. For example, a lady will be with this man. She knows very well that in fact this man is married, but then she and the man they will be together, Mr. Dollar says, so now 5 years, 10 years, and even having children. Steve, why are women suffering themselves in their form manner? Now you'll be hiding. Yeah.
Let me say this to you. And I'll be very clear about this. Don't let nobody fool you. Marriage is not the most important thing. It's not an achievement. It's not even important. Let me say it again. Marriage is not an achievement. It's not important. Anybody can get a tattoo. Anybody can lose that tattoo. The most important thing is your relationship and your connection with that person that you are with. That is the most important thing. That tattoo and that nomenclature or whatever you want to call it. It's not important to the women. That's not an achievement. I don't see any woman who chooses to be with somebody as a waste of time. The most important thing is for you to build up your connection in your relationship with that person. Because at the end of the day, even if you marry that person today or tomorrow, the person says, what you do? If there is no connection, no relationship, people only stay together because of connections and relationship. That's it. They don't stay together because they marry. They don't stay together. That's it. In most cases, either connection or certain things that they're working on. That's it. That's it. Most recently, with all the big noise, with all the achievement Obama and his wife has had, it is reported credibly that they are separated today. Can you imagine? It is alleged that they are celebrated. They're separated. I mean, and this is getting more credible as the day goes by. The reason I'm saying these things is because Melbourne, people, we need to raise our children, our daughters, our sisters who are younger, and the women in our lives or involved, or what are our cousins, our nieces, what are our auntie there, that their goal should be marriage. No, don't waste your time with that. Your goal should not be marriage. No, don't. That's all I wanted to say about that. But Mr. Dollar, say something on that, then we'll get.
One thing I know, I've been married over 40 years. So, but what I can tell anyone, the guarantee of any relationship, whether marriage or concubine and whatever, is a love and some personal interest. That's the guarantee of it. So when that personal interest is gone, the marriage is finished, the relationship is over.
Yep.
So that's all I know of.
Yeah. It is interest. I agree with you 100%. It is interest, folks. But anyway, I know I'll leave you there or not, but he came up, I think he left. But let's pivot to the next one. Aliu.
Yes, what's up?
Yeah, my man, what's going on?
Not bad, my brother. Mr. Dolly, how are you, sir?
Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. You okay?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm okay. Yeah, to the issue of Steve, and Mr. Dolly asked an important question when he asked you what causes prostrate, and you gave him the right answer. And these are some of the things you will go, you marry one woman, and the woman feel that because she's the only person that you have, and sometimes she start to misbehave. Every little thing that happen in the whole women you sex as treatment for men. We say, okay, say he did this, the whole month, the whole 1, 2, 3 months, I will be wearing jean trousers to go to bed. You see, they use sex as a punishment for men. And these are things that cause prostrate sometimes. As you said, men, you need to ejaculate most of the time. So if you marry one wife, and they can punish you anytime, because that's the big thing our sisters have taken that to be punishment for us. You see, and my wife, she once time told me that because she's a nurse, and she made me to understand lack of sex for men, it causes prostate cancer. You see, so it is not good. Sometimes when you marry, they just take the issue of marrying 2, 3 wives, only for Muslim. And I can't agree for you to marry another woman, you're not Muslim, man. For your husband to marry 2 legal wives, and for you to marry you alone and born children outside there, and they are intimidating him. When you not do this, I will make sure your woman will hear this. At the end of the day, that man will be certified that girlfriend out there because he don't want you, the married woman, to know that he gets child out there. You will be eating dry rest while our girlfriend riding the best of cash, she enjoying herself because while the husband don't want you to know, and you will be suffering in the home. So why they making married 2, 3 wives for all of you to be legal and enjoy the resources? But they just take the issue of marrying 2, 3 wives, all that polygamy, only Muslim can do it. And this is my first time to hear when Mabel just said Exodus 21 verse 7 in the Bible. But the pastor, they won't say this thing to the people. So these are some of the things women want to have full control, and some of them, they don't even say perform their marital vow and thing in the home. They will be so disrespectful to the man when you want to do something to them, and they want to use sex as a punishment for you. And the issue, like what you were saying just now about what they got in Mama Liberia, oh yes, the issue, you can go and Mama Liberia, you can marry your wife. If you want to marry another woman, you tell her, oh yes, I want to marry another woman. It's up to her. If she want to stay, fine. If she want to go, she go. You see, I always ask people this question. If there are 5,000 women and they have 4,000 men, 4,000 men marry 4,000 women, 1,000 women outstanding. And now the Bible and the Quran say love for yourself while you love for your friend. Why if your sister was among the other 1,000 women that left out? Will you like for another man to marry her so she can be happy with her own home, or will you like her to be your public property? To just be sleeping out there with other men free of charge because 4,000 men have married 4,000 women. So that's the question I always ask women. It will be better for another man to marry your sister for her to be a second wife than for her to be a public property. You see? Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Aliu. You made some very good points. Like we said, sometimes people get vexed. I want to say to all the men here, I know the other one can be harsh, but I want to say to all the men here, any woman that misbehave in the house, you have to get her. And the thing what you pay price for, what you pay for. And she said, because you're not make her happy, you're not get out to the party, or you're not do the one, you're not do that one. She won't misbehave. My brother, don't touch her, don't do nothing. Go get another woman. I'm telling you today. What you arguing? Why you fighting? You don't want rape case on you. You don't want noise on you. Go get another woman. I'm saying that to you. You will live long. Take it from me. You will live long. Don't care after what you so pay bride price or something. The thing what you pay for. Somebody decided they will refuse to get the thing what you pay for. And you'll be saying I be crying. You're not ready yet. You are not ready, my brother. You are not ready. You are not ready. You follow my advice, you will live long. Who here for that foolishness? Who got time for that? They'll be passing around that. But anyway, let's get to the show. Tomorrow we'll continue the social part. I see maybe laughing, whatever. Maybe I'm getting you cool. My sister, baby, she listens to the show here. She didn't head. Maybe I can't do that, brother. Me, you see me so affair, man. I don't care for
you know me, man. Nobody can read Bible for me. Yeah, I just quote one scripture. I know.
Thank you very much. No, you can't trust you. You can't trust you. You open Digon. You not get my extra. But anyway, folks, let's share the show. We're about to get Melbourne. Why we get into the politics before we go for the break? Something caught my attention on Facebook, and in the news outlet, something caught my attention. I think we need to talk about it because it's important. And I also think that it is very, very important for all of us to sit down and reflect on these things, because at the end of the day, the life that we're living here in Melbourne, one day all of us will not be here again. There were people before us. Your ability to take care of or to set standards wherein you can take care of other people when the people who are supposed to provide for them are no longer. For example, in America, people got life insurance, right? We got life insurances on us. God forbid something happens. And that's part of the secret to keep wealth or to take away some of the benefit, some of the expensive on your family too as well. Because some of the financial burdens, right? I'm saying this to say, I saw President George Weah, I read his condolence message, and for me, I want to openly say here to President George Weah, he needs to take back that condolence message. He got no shame fit. He's an embarrassment. He and Joseph, I'll come to Joseph Boyka. But look, it is important for us to understand that part. It is important for us to understand that part. The reason I'm saying this is because I believe on this particular situation, former President George Weah has no shame, and he's a disgrace. To even tell that woman how much sympathy, some things that you don't talk, it doesn't mean that you don't see or you don't know about it. What he did to Nancy Doe, to late Nancy Doe, former President Doe's wife, is embarrassing, is concerning, and all Liberians need to speak against it. I'm only talking about President George Weah. I'll come to Joseph Boyka. Both President George Weah and Joseph Boyka benefited from the presidency of Doe directly. Let me say again, directly. The reason I am not saying anything about Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, because it is alleged that President Doe and Ellen Johnson Sirleaf did not have a good relationship. In fact, it's even alleged that he put her in jail. So I'm not going to go there. I'm going to go to the two people that benefited directly. Former President George Weah benefited from President Doe a lot. Personally. Melbourne, let me tell you something. The one good that people can do for you, or something good that somebody do for you, especially that impact your life, or the life of your family, or your children, or your family members, or your loved ones, it's good to remember it. It's good to remember it. Even if they do wrong to you or they hurt your feelings, because of that one good, you will keep it and say, yeah, I will not do the person like this. That's what life is about. But the way President Joe Weah didn't treated our former First Lady is uncalled for, it's unnecessary. It is unnecessary. Apart from listening to the tips, the records are clear. President George Weah gave that old man to run around for no reason when he was president. When he directly benefited from her husband's presidency to kick off President George Weah's football career. You think if President Doe has stood that time and said, we're not encouraging no footballer, we're not encouraging that food in the country, or nobody leaving the country because I'm a Gentile leader, you think President Weah would have had the opportunity in her? You think if the Lone Star at that time was not welcome to the mansion, they were not embraced, you think President John Weah would have had a career he had to be popular, or for Liberians to know him, or the world to know him? To treat this woman, let's forget about on a Liberian level, the woman went to ECOWAS school and won the case, bro. Even if you get money to give her, government, you can say, listen, we are broke, or whatever it is, this 18 million or whatever million you won against us, that will do payment plan, mama. Send the government broke, we'll give you 2,000 or more. We'll give you 2,005 or more. Or we'll give you 1,000 or 1,000. At least you are on record of making some kind of effort. You are. But to disrespect the rule of law and treat this woman like that when she died, then you want kind of like sympathizing. So you expect when John Weah passes away, his wife should be treated that way too by the other leaders that will come. You expect that? They should do that to her? Because that's exactly what they're doing. Now let's come to Joseph Yuma Boakai. I see Unity Party people passing around and making it seem like Joseph Yuma Boakai has done anything or will do anything good. Joseph Yuma Boakai is as equally culpable as George Weah. Joseph Yuma Boakai career launched bigly on a door. Ain't not yet the LPNC that they're making noise about? You not yet all the Labrador with a bread basket Joseph Boakai can be talking about? That honor who region will happen on. That honor who region happy on. They're not dog getting opportunity. But for Joseph Boakai, it's not surprising to me because that's his nature. He's an ingrate, he's an ungrateful man, and he respects no contract. He doesn't keep his word. But it is disgracing. But I read a response from Doe's daughter, and I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. And I hope the Doe family will stand by the word. They don't want no condolence. Can you imagine go as far as allegedly firing Doe's son from the port? Are you serious? Is it that deep? Even if the people did wrong to you, you can't think about the one good that the part did to you. This is troubling. And then when I hear people talking about, oh, the men are peacemaker, the men are peace ambassador, the men are led. How can you get peace when you treat people like that and you want people to forgive you? Somebody will not do anything to you. You do them wrong, and they should forgive you because they own by the living where? Under the rock. And that's all Liberian people let it do. You will be spending that money in your business, you've been nice to them, you've done them good. They will come and do you wrong. Then they say you must forgive them. You must be the bigger person. Oh, when we get to heaven, we'll forgive each other. If heaven even exists, when we get up there, we'll talk about that one. But I can say this. For me, I will respond to you proportionally. Especially if I didn't do you any wrong and you do me wrong. Oh, I don't care how far I go, I'll get you. Oh, I will get you back. I can tell you about that one. I don't care who you are. I stand by that. That's my philosophy. You don't fool around and get away with it. No, you don't. No, you don't. So what they have done is wrong. And this is why the country has not been peaceful. This is why the country is what it is today. because the deep-seated hatred for people who have done you no wrong, people who have done well for you, then you come back and treat them like this. I mean, it's just mind-baffling. That's what I wanted to say.
Yes, Steven, to what you just said, you see, one thing, this is why our country, we are not going anywhere, because we all know crimes are not transferable. President Weah, if you had any issue with the late President Doe, I think that was between the two of you and his wife, the way in which you were treated and humiliated. That form and manner was not good at all as a president. And you said, because when I read the donor letter this morning, and one thing I can always tell people, a monk can do me 50 bad and you do one good for me. And I can remember the 50 bad or Steve did, I can say that and outline all these bad and forget, but like one good, God is not going to bless me. Because to do good is not something easy. Yeah, as you said, doing your football career, this man was the one that made him to go out there today. So when it comes to being ungrateful to people, it's not good, because it was going to haunt you, your conscience, unless you are someone who doesn't have conscience. But it wasn't good at all. But when I read it this morning, but the only thing that really make me somehow, why this girl, all this along, and you couldn't say it. You waited for your mother to die before to say it. You see, you have to say this thing when your mother was alive, so that at that time she will be able to speak to some of these things. But to sit and wait for her to die, that's why you read something to me this morning, and you see people say, oh yeah, she has been used by politicians, and so many people will think like that because you were to come and speak out when your mother was living. But may also rest in peace. Our deepest condolences to the family. But the form and manner in which our late former first lady was treated, it was not right at all. Because just as you said, I can say more than both Josh Weah and Joseph Wakai. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, let's hear from Mr. Dollar before we go to the news. Mr. Dollar, what say you?
You know what happened? One problem we have as a Liberian, we don't look at the history. That's the reason why we continue to make error at all times. People look at history to prepare for future. But back home in Liberia, many of our brothers.
Are you please mute your phone because it's not speaking for you?
Yeah,
My phone is muted.
No, you will not muted.
Go ahead, Mr. Dollar. You muted.
You see, we don't look at history. That's the reason why we continue to say this. Mr. Weah, knowing him very well, he never be or someone who appreciate those that help him from where he came from. We are with teenagers in Vartan. I will live in Vartan. I older than him. Where he was staying with his grandmother. So Gibraltar there was just about two or three houses in between. He came from very poor background. People helping and bringing up, but all those that helping, he turned his back on them. That's the job we are. So whatever he did to the Doe family, he doesn't surprise me, to be very frank. He's a very ungrateful young man. He's very much ungrateful. So I don't want to go too much into his behavior because it's an open secret. All those that help me to even say to Muslim Congress to learn a little bit English down there, he turn against them. Those that help him to reach to this place, the Cameroon, he turn his back on them. You know, things like that being happening. Samuel Doe embraced George Weah as his own child. He took him like his own child and take him to the mansion at all times. George Weah could walk into the mansion when Samuel Doe. At that time, some of us were in the government who were working in the police force. You to see it. So George Weah is that kind of person. He's very ungrateful, so I don't want to even talk about him. The old man that we have today as our president, the record of him.
So, quickly, Steve, let me just make this announcement in 30 seconds that indeed there will be no news bulletin. Our news team said we should continue with the program. So that's just what I wanted to say. So, yeah, so Mr. Dollar, go ahead.
Thank you. The old man we have, everybody knows, he's a kind of con artist that he used people and threw them in the garbage. He had done it to several people. He's very good at manipulating system for people to, he can appear like a very innocent human being. People will sympathize with him from that perspective, but he's very dangerous old man. But however, we always need to pray for God to bring somebody good who will take the control from where the country is right now, to be very frank. But the two past presidents we have, all of them got character, serious character.
Thank you. Milbo, what say you? What is your reaction?
Well, Steve, thank you. When the news break up, let me be frank, some of us we felt so terrible about the situation and the entire issue that have to do with people neglecting people, especially our national leaders, forgetting about people. In fact, there's a lot of normal thing in Liberia that people were served after a certain time, even when they are no more into the positions, nobody care about them. And the two presidents, the former president and the current president, they are the product of the late Samuel Kayando. Like you just stated, this current president of ours worked with the late president Samuel Kayando. And it is because of Samuel Kayando that also bring up today that how people might even know Joseph Walker. But today, where are we today? So let me start with former president we are. It is terrible. Look, let me just say that even let's just take Doe and say, okay, yeah, maybe Doe don't do anything for him, and maybe people will see. So what happened to the citizens of Grand Gila County that wasted all of their time and energy behind you and say, okay, yeah, we will support you. And they did. Almost from 2005 up to now, they are still behind you. And their daughter crying on you, telling you that this thing is happening to me. I need your help. And you look at their daughter and you gave all blind eye that we can always say, and you act like nothing is happening. I think President we have to win his right now. I think is deeply in fact regretting if maybe he may be crying even in a room or something and be thinking, because actually what happened, I think it is terrible. Let's be frank. It's not how people treat people. Even I forget about Doe with him and Doe and this and that. But what happened to the people that even stood with him all of the time? And you allow their daughter to go that way by crying, going from radio station to radio station, crying and telling them, please help me. Please help me and give me something so that I can survive. He said, no, I don't get here for that he's saying. So that one, this current president of ours, Joseph Walker, even for God's sake, if people, maybe we will feel that maybe in Black Ball or this and this and this and that, maybe in Fakao, that maybe, and you can't listen. So what happened to you? Oh, so are you paying these people back, or because maybe quote unquote Granjila or maybe Granjilians, maybe they never voted for you? So then what happened to your former boss? The men that bring you up, what happened? That's the men family crying. And you said that all of them, I was seeing them, they posting battle. But look, they are all, look, most of our leaders, Steve, they are wicked and they are terrible. That's just the kind of society we live in today. The same way they're treating us, that how they treat each other. So for me, it is just bad for us. And my brother, I think the two of them, they have no shame, and Liberians should shame all of them, and embarrass them for these kind of situations. Because when in that water you will sit there and allow for that little to have a struggle, try to get little or nothing. Why? So that's my brother, that's my take.
The interesting part of it, whether you like former President Doe or not, regardless of what happened, these are people who serve Liberia. Do you want to be treated that way? Do you want your families to be treated that way too? I don't understand this idea of when people serve their country. Yes, we might have disagreements with how they served. Let's stick with that. But these are legal benefits and things that they should be getting. The same thing with Joy Howard Taylor. I'm not a fan of Joy Howard Taylor, but the truth about it is she needs to get her benefit. That's just what it is. You see? And this should be across the board. We should get to the point where we fulfill commitments. And if you cannot as a government, then guess what? Go to payment plan, make negotiation, sit on the table with these people and have a conversation. We can't, not because somebody not in power again, that means we disown them. It doesn't work that way. And when we say these things, you get vexed. But if the same thing is applied to you too, then where are we headed now? Somebody got to be able to change the trajectory. Somebody got to be able to sit down and say, listen, this thing cannot continue that because one day myself will not be in power. I would like to be treated this way. Let's treat this person this way. Let's treat that person this way. Let's do this. That's all we are asking, folks. So, I mean, this is troubling. You know, this is very concerning. Again, I'm not restricting it to President George Weah. Joseph Boakai is equally responsible. Both of them benefited from President Doe's regime. For those of you who don't know your history, yes, they did. And directly, not indirectly, directly, both of them benefited. Both of them. So they owe everything to the Doe family, if anything they do. And they owe it to them for the fact that these people serve the country. They're not the personal money they're asking them for. They're asking them for the benefit. Leaders should learn how to keep their commitments to the people. That's it. Your personal life, your personal business, we don't care. But when it comes to dealing with people legitimately and legally, let's do it. Another thing that caught my attention, Melbourne, I don't know if they'll talk about it. You know, maybe Mr. Dollar can speak to this better because he is older than you and I. He has more experience. He's been around. He understands most things when it comes to whether that politics locally or internationally. And I'm glad he's here today. He will be able to give an insight. I have never in my life read, seen, heard, maybe it's out there, a certain government, the senior leaders of a certain government conglomerate on a platform, especially social media, to be talk show hosts and to propagate their own message. Mr. Dole, I don't know, maybe you can help me with that because I will come in later on with the mindset behind it, the psychological thing that they're trying to do. But Mr. Dole, please enlighten us. What's going on?
You know, when you are working for the central government, you become a product of the nation. So obviously, taking part in this kind of personal social media platform and thing, then speaking in there is wrong because you will become partial. You will become someone who was not be straightforward, who would always take side with whatever personal parties that you have interest in. So if you are in a hierarchy of a government, avoid this thing, then talk on a national issue. But be on a social platform talking. If you are in the opposition area, yeah, you can come and propaganda to see whether people will listen to you. If you got good intention for the nation, that's the best place you can come and voice it up. But you are in the government. Your performance is the one that should speak for you, but not to go on a social platform and be talking all of rubbish. It's not necessary.
Thank you. Ali, what say you? With government officials?
Steve, first of all, self-praise is not a good recommendation. That's the first thing I know of. The government, if you people know that you're doing well, you're serving the Liberian people the right way, there is no need for you people to go and sit on the platform and to be misleading the Liberian people, where every day people are all in the street or carry on interview, people are talking about the hardship. You even listen to President Boakai doing his speech this time, telling the Liberian people now people are smiling, people are happy, things are being well. This is why our culture, we are not going anywhere, because if you just see people, they enslave their conscience, their mind, their integrity, everything to government job, that they cannot survive without a government job. This is why you expect, and this is why our government continue to fail, because you surround yourself with people that are there to be praising you. And I will always say this: if I will ever go back Liberia to serve in any government, the day you will be doing my appointment or nomination, when I get my Senate confirmation, just go and prepare my dismissal letter and put it down, and I will prepare my resignation letter and put it down. Because I'm not here to praising any government. But if you get people that cannot survive without a government job, this is why you will see happening. They will be there to always praising the government, even when they are doing wrong. Because they feel to themselves, oh, when President Baka fire me, I come and say that America, I get nothing to do. You can take a bunch of hustlers for a riot, you take them, you carry them to the country, where some of them, they were here, they don't even say had a full-time job. Those hustlers, what do you expect of them? They will be praising you. At the end of the day, when your government fail, they will not say that your name, they will be calling. Joseph Baka failed the Liberian people, they won't be calling their name. These are some of the things. Those people know that they are already failing, so this is why they want to defend themselves. The spoon network that brought you people to power. Why you can't go and sit there today and tell the Liberian people how your government is making progress instead of going to sit to another place? You just get lawmakers all on social media instead of them doing the Liberian people where they are there insulting, attacking people. For me, it just shows that they are failing, because if they were doing the right thing, people will be the one to be praising them instead of them going to sit down on another platform. Joseph Baka just surround himself with pile of gangsters, hooligans, and political juntas running a criminal cartel. They said they are running a government and they came to rape that country off. They are failing. So that's why you see them on their own platform. Self-praise is not a good recommendation.
Thank you. Melbourne, what say you? Because
well, my brother, you know, when we saw that the first day, in fact, when they even posted out, I laughed, because I think that that's not the right thing to do as a government officials, because man, you've since, in fact, almost 3 weeks, I stand to be corrected, but I think it's nearly 3 weeks now. There's no water. Even to where I sit right now in this compound of our Truth FM, we have to use our jeep up and down to be looking for water, to be fetching water here and there. Or every evening, maybe by this, Mo Ali now is getting ready to go on the talk show to go and talk. You know, like Brother Ali just stated, you know, these people, they think that our people are just some kind of people that can play on their mind. They use them anytime they want to use them, and they lie to them. Because most of our people, Steve, that's all they just want to hear. That, oh yeah, somebody will come on the show and say, yeah, the government is trying, the government doing this, the government doing that, but no water. Where's the plan now that, okay, if land 1 is off, how can we get land 2 for our people so that they can be out of water? These are things that one more at least will be thinking about. But the only thing that they will do is to go on the show and lie to the people that, oh, somebody me, I don't know, $1 into somebody's account. Somebody say, oh yeah, that's for the one. Can you imagine? And you're not persecuting people, but you are complaining. Oh yeah, citizens like $1. But you the previous government officials, they are just passing around, but you there, you crying, and you have the power in your hand. So that's the kind of thing you want for us to come here and waste our time here. But thank God, maybe the follower will go there, and some Liberian that all they want to hear those street talks, you know, that will make them happy. That's it. But for some of us who mean well for this country, we will come here and explain to our people exactly what's going on. If the government do well, we will come here and tell you that yes, indeed, this is what's happening. Everybody wants for better for the country. But my brother, I think that's a wrong move, and they have to be very, very careful. Yeah. They have to be very, very careful on that, because mind you, even they can't even reach 1,000. That's the first thing. Even when people call on there with their own maybe view, they call them off. So it's not a kind of problem you're going to get that, but somebody come on maybe with their own distinct view, yeah, or maybe when they disagree with you, then you call them off. But again, that's the kind of thing. And for me, I have no issues. Let them go there, because that's the kind of official we have. I always chilling. Today is Friday. They will chill. Tomorrow Saturday. they will chill. Well, Sunday coming and they will chill.
So, move on.
Steve,
Go ahead, Mr. Don.
yeah, you see, we need to be serious in life. You see, those that going on that social media platform to propaganda for their self, promoting their self-interest and things, then these are very irresponsible behaviors. So you see, a responsible government don't just talk. They act. People see it visibly. That's what the responsible government do. But once somebody is not doing anything, what he can do to talk so people can feel that he doing something. These are the situations that are going on with unity government at this moment. More and more are we then. That's the kind of thing that they used to. They got no experience of making positive issue. They just talk. So for me, we all need to pray for somebody good to take over that country, to take our country from where he is. See, if I'll tell you something, I've been every corner of that country, every city of the Republic of Liberia, I've been there. I've been to every major town in Liberia. I know how the country is greasy. But because of a lack of good managerial skill people to manage that country, then our country is where it is today. Could you imagine? I will tell you something, Steve. Barclayville, up to now, there's no bridge. When you want to go to Barclayville City, you have to get in a kilo that day, 2 days up to go. When you're leaving from Privo area to go to Barclayville. So that is the country we have. I don't know when are we going to graduate from this kind of mess?
Thank you so much. Let me say this. First of all, like you said, it speaks volume of the government. The fact that the government will conglomerate somewhere, senior government officials conglomerating somewhere to proclaim their own message. So what happened to the Ministry of Information? What's going on there? You got the largest to send out the government message in the country and around the world.
That make the government to be irresponsible.
Exactly. So like you said, the leader. Look, let me say this. When we say this, sometimes people get taken personal to get vexed. I've always said it. Joseph Yuma Boaka is an irresponsible, indisciplined human being. I mean what I'm saying. I know that he's irresponsible for the fact that he had his own money. He could not even manage it. He had to live on loan. I go by what he said. Whether you want to say he lied, he had money, that one are your business. The one where he said that he living on loan, that we should go to IB Bank and ask them. That shows that he's not responsible. He's not disciplined as a human being. But that's aside the point. For a government to leave a platform that they can send message to the entire country, to go send out on social media, to be social media talk show host.
Yeah.
Oh, it speaks volume of you. It speaks volume of you. Like I said, in my time, in the past, most recent history, from 1980 or 1975 to today, I've never read or saw anywhere where government pass around and say they're doing their own PR. I've read and saw where government use independent entities to do their PR. It's totally different. I've read and saw where government empower the state media institution to do PR or to inform the people about the work that they're doing. I have seen that, I have read it. But for you to be talk show host, social media talk show host, you are irresponsible and reckless. Everybody said it on our platform, whether man or woman, they are irresponsible and reckless. They don't need to be in government. Listen, if this was a serious man in government, all of them will be fired. All of them will be let go. But the man that follow himself, he's not disciplined. So I'm not concerned about that. But let me say this to the Liberian government. Anytime you're doing good for your country, anytime you're serving your people, you don't need to say anything. You don't need to do anything. The people will feel the pinch, they will know, and they will do it. Let me give you evidence in most recent time. It's the young man from Burkina Faso, is he from Liberia? Did he have to go pay any kind of social media, any group of people to talk about the work that he's doing in the country? Did he have to do that? No. Tuareg never had to do that. Tuareg don't know people in Liberia. Tuareg probably don't know people in Nigeria or in Senegal or whatever it is. But the work that he is doing for the people, the impact of it, the work
everywhere, spread everywhere.
Yes, you know what? When you do what is right and what is good as a government, the word gets attracted to you. You don't go look around for people. That is the difference. The fact that you guys have to do what you are doing now is a sign that you are doing something wrong and you are trying to cover up. This is the point. Let me say again. When you are doing what is right, it is felt and the news will go. You don't have to blow your own horn. The news will go. People will come looking for you. People will take interest to come see what you are doing, and they will spread the news. You don't even have to do PR. You don't have to get yourself out there. The news will go. Abraham Traore, let me say again, as a typical example right here. Did he pay any news people to come talk for him? You see any official from the government on social media talking? The people are working. But because we have a bunch of useless people, including the president, who is the first useless man that passes around, go dedicate one old hand pump or sitting president, doing a bunch of useless things. Let me say the United Party people won't get violent and get this. Their behavior is useless.
Yeah.
Their actions are useless and criminal.
I'm not going to ask Steve. The first thing he did, he went and delegated a police boot.
Yeah.
I never see it before in my whole life. Police boot. He went and delegated that. After 2 months, the boot disappeared.
Yeah.
Up to now, no one knows where the boot is. See, auditing is a disgrace. President got many things to look at, big things to look at. Not the kind of petty things then.
Yeah.
But because he had no knowledge of what he's doing.
No.
So at the end of the day,
so you guys are on a useless venture. The way I knew that you guys are not serious, the first way you started the thing, you started the whole thing with lie. You go and take Stanton, who is a convicted criminal, to come and making the face of your PR. Like I knew saying you're useless, huh? I knew that you guys are off for no good. The president of the Republic of Liberia sits on a platform with a convicted criminal to collect money for him. I'm saying he's saying somebody that to represent you. The man sat on there himself. Can you imagine? A few weeks after Stanton gets to plead guilty, then he gets to a same platform. And the player know Joseph Human Braga himself is as reckless and as useless as it gets at his age. And I'm saying, let me tell you something, I'm picking my word carefully because this is exactly what his behavior demonstrates. Listen, for those of you who will come here and say, oh, you insulted the old man and you insulted the president and you can speak without insulting the president. I don't care about your interpretation. You are useless. That's why you are supporting a useless old man that can benefit anybody and benefit himself. I'm not interested in if you're so much of a moralist, why did you choose to support a useless man that got no moral, that can keep his word? Why did you choose to support a man who lies for no reason, both locally and internationally? You got no morals, you got no standing, you got no capacity to speak to me about anything, and I'm not afraid to say that the president is behaving uselessly. He's lavishing the resources of the country. His ministers and people who employ, they are behaving very uselessly and uncouth, performing themselves to go on a social media platform to become talk show hosts. Do you know how much stupid this is? Imagine, look, and we're going to be writing some serious-minded people about this to send it to them.
And then they're complaining, Steve. They're even crying, even complaining that, oh yeah, the government, in fact, made the other amount of money.
listen to this. Listen to this. We will be bringing attention to them. Anyone attention?
Oh, yeah.
For serious money group of people listening to government officials sitting on a platform. Because the social media talk show to tell you how much this government is discombobulated and useless. Y'all see it in the I don't even want that. I don't say anything.
Yeah, the problem here, when Stanton was not supposed to say, the entire government, they are all corrupt. If somebody was there saying Stanton had no integrity, and I said Stanton and the president who has no integrity, this man, he's a convicted criminal. Joseph Boakai no, but Joseph Boakai has sat down on a criminal network where he was telling Liberia people, I'm coming to change Liberia. I want sisters, I want children will not be selling in the street. This man, he's a criminal. Joseph Boakai came there to raise money. This man, he's a criminal. Joseph Boakai came to America after winning the election. He was with this man. So why do you think Stanton cannot say Joseph Boakai and the entire government, they are all criminal? Because they associated themselves with a criminal. What moral integrity does Joseph Boakai has at his age? People say he get all of the experience. You expect him to associate himself with a convicted criminal, but because Joseph Boakai can do anything to reach a certain level what he want to do, he has no integrity. Even himself, he's embedded with corruption. This is why we are. When you say, people say we hate the government, I always say Joseph Boakai could be one of the best presidents ever in the history of Liberia. The amount of time he spent in government, people brag of him having experience, but it is quite unfortunate. He knows nothing about governance. This is why he surrounds himself with a bunch of criminals, and they are raping that country all by running a criminal cartel. We are not going
well, before we go to the line, we on the show, people might not like us. It's okay. We're not here for liking. But you respect us because we have records of everything we said. We encourage the president, even when he was running. Please do not do certain things. Optics are important. You don't go sit on certain platform. You don't do certain things. You don't take a certain role and you don't engage in a certain behavior. Oh, we were the bad people. Like here today, and I can borrow you now. We told y'all. We told y'all that you don't do this.
Running away, and nasty, they want to run away now from their own shadow. In fact, they want to fight, and like,
one thing I can up to now, I'm still investigating to know actually what is the outcome of the president trip to North Korea. I mean South Korea, and he came from there. They say they're going to be investor into our country, and up to present, no he, no tea. I still investigating, and based on my investigations, what I are gathering from my investigation, that the international people will not go to a country where the government does not respect rule of law. The sanga that were going on to the House of Representatives, the House of Parliament, the international community saw it that people there don't believe in rule of law. Who do you expect to take side with the law was a president, the executive banned the law. When the judicial came up and make clarity to who was wrong, who was right, the executive say to hell with your decision. So how can somebody be bold or brave enough to take in hand money to such a country to do any business? You know, they got to look at their own problem before they shape the blame on anybody. They're creating serious problem for our country. They're not respecting the rule that govern the country. You don't expect international community to come and do any investment. An investor there, they go to a place where they think that their money will be safe. But Liberia is not in that case. So, up to now, the Liberian people need to ask the government, what happened? You went to several places, you went to Malaysia, you went to China, you went to South Korea.
Mr. Dollar, Mr. Dollar, I'm not calling you, but here is the answer. Serious-minded people know useless group of people when they see them. They know a useless government when they see it. Just from the way you carry, just from the things you do, the people you identify with, the way you go about things, they know them. So they have labeled this government as useless. That's how they look at them. They are very useless. So nobody has time to do any kind of serious things with them. Nobody. They don't take them seriously. They say they're a bunch of useless people with jokers who came to steal. Can you imagine? You criticize CDC for being incompetent and inept, and you come and be worse than CDC, and you're claiming to know book, you're claiming to be educated, you're claiming to understand politics. I just don't understand. How can you go this low? You get a president who worked in government all his life, that all he knows, but he comes to the presidency, finally giving the opportunity to uplift people's life, use his governmental experiences, only to come and behave uselessly. No, but let's go to the line and let's hear from our people.
All right.
And then line will come and go to, let me say this. I challenge every useless follower of Joseph Human Boakai to come in and attack anyone at all. I will respond to you proportionally. Me, I don't take no prisoner. You already know me.
But they get platform and the people they get platform and so let them go.
For me, I hold no one apology for telling the truth. You go up, you come down. I don't need anything from you. I hold no one apology for telling the truth. And whatever I see, if that's why we say it. You like it, you like me, you don't like me, I'm too old to get worried about who loves me, who don't like me.
All right, Mr. Dollar, thank you. David King, good evening, my dear brother.
Good evening, Avon, and let me say good evening to everyone on the show this evening from our end here. You see, I listened to Mr. Dollar saying that George is an ingrate. He got it wrong. He doesn't even know who is an ingrate. Everyone, I gave you a story. In 2021, not 2021, but 2020, Georgia, we went on a county tour in Sano County. Georgia met one woman that he been knowing ever since knowing his son. And Georgia recognized that woman. And even built that woman, it be 50 house when you are in a leakage, how they call it, a poor house in Sano. So if somebody would be ungrateful, that'd be Georgia. I think Joseph Boakai has that in your DNA. So the issue of still saying, oh, Georgia, ungrateful, somebody has said, Georgia, you're not going to play professional. Look, let me tell you something. Somebody, if you think that he was a junta leader, he never had a thought that he could bear anybody from going to play professional. He was not the one who killed Labrador Scott, George Weah to carry to Cameroon. All right? George Weah went to Cameroon to play football, and I said, we don't care, and scattered him there, took him to Monaco to go and play professional football.
All right, thank you. 0770203125. That's the number to call. And for you to be part of the SKTV show this evening, right here on Truth FM 96.1 again, 0770203125. Call in quickly and have your own take on what we've been discussing here this evening. To this caller, good evening. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Agenda G. I'm calling from local town, this is now.
Thank you for joining us.
That's President, we are apologize to the Doe family and the entire Grand Nigeria. I will see you, I'm a fellow ground man from Grand Nigeria. Doe die as a matter of this country. If you're not for Doe business, and we are Boakai, who's indigenous Nigeria, you're not even thinking about being president. It is those that open the way for the people who are contesting, who are becoming senator, representative. Government, you ever have an election for representative and senator? It is those that open the way. Remember when those are going to execute the oligarchy? He took $20 US and gave it to his wife. The old man nothing to and told her that if they play a coin, if I don't come back, then my children knows where to. We are apologize to the crowd people and the Doe family.
All right. Thank you so much. Keep your calls coming 0770203125. That's the number to call this evening to be part of the SKTV show right here on Truth FM 96.1. To this caller quickly. Good evening. Yes, my dear. Okay, thank God. Go ahead. Good evening. Go ahead. Your name and from where you join us?
I'm from Monrovia.
Okay.
I'm going to follow your platform. But you did a buy additional pressure pills like that 6 years. Because you are going to get more frustrated. You get 1 year, 4 months. Your frustration is going to look. When I have a deal and you start the president, I'm going to when I talk, when I say you'll get more frustrated and take more pressure pills. Thank you.
Thank you. And you two, you'll be calling back to back. Hello to this caller. Good evening.
Good evening, neighbor, and good evening to your man, Steve, and other panelists.
Yes, go ahead.
Look, I'm seriously concerned about you people.
Meaning?
Because the way you people talk about the government get pressure and bad soon. See, nothing positive I can say about negative. They say I love like pure. You think that's Steve that insulting the president also? When you can't liberate saying insult the president. Now you saying on the platform they're you now. Neighbor, you know very, very well. When people go contract lawyers saying they'll cut their off. So I feel for you people that are young people. See, this country is going to grow. Nobody will undermine this country. I'm G. Larson, where they calling from PVAB Tobo Rule.
All right.
And I'll say this.
All right.
Please keep to yourself. Thank you.
Thank you. 0770203125. That's the number you talk, and we don't cut you up, or you are accusing us falsely on issues. You know, that's the society we live in. 0770203125. That's the number for you to call this evening. It is let me see to this caller. Good evening. Yeah, go ahead, my dear. Your name and from where, John? Okay, go ahead.
This man destroyed CPP. This man does not have the will to lead this country. So let the people that see. Let us see tomorrow they will then let me. And okay, let me get to the issue of Jovia. On top of this one here, I'm doing Jovia because these people.
But we're not even getting you too good because you closer to your monitor. You have to move away a little bit, please. I wanted to tell you because I thought you just going to go for 30 seconds. But go ahead.
These people, they work for the Nigerian government. So they must get their incentive. Why would make hello?
Yes, we'll listen to you quickly, please.
Yeah, these people said the government. So what will stop the state government from giving their incentive to them? So that's what they want. I bring the past government.
All right.
To transfer out of aggression to them.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you. To this caller, good evening. Hello.
This is an old man calling you from Douala, Maurice Dukley.
Maurice Dukley, thank you for joining us.
May, boy, we are in May.
Yeah, and today the 20th of May.
Yeah, I promise you, when this government leave power, and the Unity Party will be 18 years, 12 process 18.
Yeah.
The next government will prosecute people here. People will cry on the nobody will feel sorry for them. People will be prosecuted here. Maybe you yourself just pray for long and you will see what will happen. The president firing people, breaking law, when the cabinet will prosecute people here, people will cry for that, people will even throw some of them in rebound.
All right, to this corner, good evening. Gonna be very interesting. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Joseph.
Let me say how to my man Steve. I'm satisfied now. At least Steve is on the show today. Steve, hats off to you. So, if I was one of the workers at ELBC as any other full government institution, by this time I have resigned. By ministers rejuvenating a talk show to promote government, that shows that all of the government-owned institutions and full government institutions are not flagging the issues of the government. The government officials are saying to them that they are weak, they do not know how to discuss the issues, and this is why, therefore, how stupid it is. I'm sorry. You have a Jeremiah Pia calling Sarah Beslo Yampi a guest that they are going to interrupt you. You know, you know, when you come into the Sarah Beslo Yampi, what do you tell us or what do you ask us that will be too hard? You can't go and all of them. The
people will ask her about the scholarship, my young man. Maybe you will ask her too. That's the best place that you're going. So you will ask her about scholarship. Thank you so much, my young man. Let's move to the line and take more calls. 0770-203125. That's the number for you to call this evening and be part of the Sktv show. Indeed, like, bro, we are getting there. Hello, today's caller. Good evening. Yes, my brother, go ahead.
Okay, Mr. Brooks, James E. Brooks.
Yeah, go ahead, James.
I want to tell you instructionally clear that President, we are the own Samuel Doe, the late president, do apology, neither to the crown people. People must stop misleading people in this country when they don't know the true story of things that are going on in this country. Before President, we are even getting into things. People like Archie Boulahan, other people were around, and we were around in this country. So people should not say that you only used to take President we are asked because of his soccer he played as a son, but that time you deeply enter into his life by financially and other things. So people must stop misleading people in the country.
All right, thank you. Oh, sorry, though. Yeah, go ahead. Hello. Yeah, today's caller. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, my dear, go ahead.
Yeah, so let me tell you, I challenge the government. These people, they were crying. Though we are, they not carry one more. They not take one more. If it's not be otherwise, property. Let them prosecute this. So let them prosecute the past government official. I won't see it. If these people do it, they're going to trust me. Just going to go forward.
All right, thank you. I didn't want to grab a view. Hello, today's caller. Good evening.
Yeah, neighbor, thank you. So I was completely on this note.
Okay.
The rebirth of the clouds we know there, it is a clever means to extract better water for an expensive. That's all. You know, school TVs out there, they feel the power, but they are angry now. Wow, something should be saying the wrong thing about them. Another thing, like when people, we should not failure to listen to the stupidity of the Unity Party-led government. While the same way they lie their way to power, I think they are doing now concerning the message to and Joshua. They just want to do this so that they will put the Nigerians against Joshua, but I know they are found Nigerians. In fact, Lord, now do that everything we have to anything to never do. Since you came to power, why you can correct the wrong? They said the real government wrongfully removed Mohammed Janet. Since the king,
Cabinet Janet.
Or reinstating, Cabinet Janet. Why they can reinstating? It will never do one again at Equaco. We have refused to pay her. Why you can pay her? We have refused. Why you can pay her? You are the government now. Government is continuing. So that's it, don't want you. Not only we are, she did not say we are individual to vote. She took the government to vote. So if we have to now pay, you now can pay. All the projects they are implementing now, they can say government is continuing. We are not getting project. Okay, but then the other people are
well, still the line to this caller. Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. How are you today?
Well, okay, though. Thank God for life.
Okay, my name is Mahmoud Sefu. I'm calling you from Brownsville. Melbourne, this country, may God bless us here.
Amen.
But at the end of the day, where we are, the truth is not always been told, it's always how they can give it to us. I can tell you, you won't tell me for God in heaven's sake. Like bro business I tell Jerry say when you pour water in plastic bag, when you say the council, you always say council. And as soon as government got into power, they try to persecute or try to make way how they can be able to handle those who were allegedly involved in
corruption and so forth.
There are a lot of they became like mission, misguided, They like you to do this, they like you to do that. A whole spirit of propaganda went on to the state. They say that leave it because the government lady until we can find the fact now it becomes the government of the president. What kind of country is this?
All right. Thank you so much. To this caller, good evening.
Good evening, Digon.
Yes, my dear, go ahead.
Let me say good evening to the SLSA person, Bakari, your panelists. So, I joined from Brownsville, this is 17, December, let me stop the recent argument about President Bakari and President George Weah. Government is continuity, right? So, the president of our days are posted and sending a condolence to the bereaved family. So, if the family have personal issue with President Bakari, then it can't all reaction. So the issue about the former president, George Weah, he one person who doesn't forgive somebody, and you forget to understand this brought him to prominence for the fact that he's the boy on his car, his generation of footballer in the country. He made it at people who travel abroad and got the opportunity as president in the country. Now I said, don't use a go for them. She's even made people to watch our pro, but today he came to power yesterday and surprisingly she wanted to echo our call. He now listened to her. So it was a problem where when we talk about today, in a progressive situation about should I have a spy and courage about somebody respecting rule of law or maybe somebody respecting people, right? He should not be in that position to speak about some of these things, but rather those who are here talking about those wrongs to honor him. So the issue about the crowd reloaded, look, let me say this. Just start at 8 a.m. it ends 5. So if any minister or the other desire to spread that information on our progress, I have no issue with it. So people should not come here and talk about say they say not functioning or they do not because they want silence.
All right, thank you so much. To this caller, good evening. I think you'll be second to the last caller, of course, because we had a little time our panel to respond. Hello.
How you doing?
I'm okay, though, Chief. What's up? How have you been?
I'm okay, man. I want to thank you for the show, man. You know, I really don't know. I really don't have problem with the people have their way of reacting. I think the Doe family, at least I read it outright. I think they are more bitter with George Weah than Waka. Because if you read in the outline in a response, I don't know their reason, but they have their reason to be more sour and more bitter with former President Weah than Waka administration. I do agree government is continuity. What George Weah didn't do, Waka should do. But I'm seeing all of the right outcome from the Doe family, and then somebody saying they should apologize to the crowd because they have overwhelmingly over the period voted for President Weah should apologize. I think they are bitter. Maybe they felt that they anticipated more. I think that's where the anger is coming from. It's simple logic. If you can rationalize, you will definitely know. I think they anticipated more from George Weah than Waka. They saw George Weah as being part of them. Because if you look at the crowd and the Weah lineage, if you look at the Southeastern lineage, Waka is from Northern Liberia, Lofa. So maybe their anticipation is that more should have come from George Weah than Waka, than even early, because they believe that they are from the Southeastern region. Having said that, I think the clients, for me, I enjoy multiple shows. I like multiple shows, whether they are pro-government, whether they are anti-government, whether they are fronting for government, whether they are against government. I think these are the democracy. We have 40 plus newspaper. The last time I was looking on the newsstands, I saw 40 plus registered newspaper. We got serious community radios. We got serious.
We're looking at the people that are sitting on the platform. We don't have time for with the platform.
White people do member. It is simple. You say your product, the other man sell your product. If people enjoy it, people will go there. If people like Melbourne product, Sktv, they will come there. If they not enjoying it, there's no argument. You can even pay 200. But I can even have a talk show. Joe, we can have a talk show now if you like it. Those who want it will go there and listen and partake. If
all
you
right.
want it,
thank you.
You go as you say. It's simple democracy.
It's
a good show. I appreciate all of the shows.
All right, thank you. It's a good show. We're not looking at the people that are sitting on these shows. Nobody has issue. In fact, I live with me at 1 million radio stations and so forth. Yes, indeed, that's the beauty of democracy. So again, Steve, we're back after listening to our people back home, and we want to use at least the 10 minutes. So
yeah, let's start with Aliu Masare's let you get his views based on the callers, and also we'll go from there.
Thanks to the caller for taking their time to participate on the show. Then sometimes will come and say people are abusing the president, and we all went to school with them now, pronoun, adjective, all of these things. And one thing I can always tell people, like the former president, he was in our country, insulted in our country openly. Nobody used to say anything. They were enjoying it. But they feel that themselves were respect also. So because for that 80 years, so he didn't deserve respect. 16, 17-year-old children all in the street also supporting him. And this thing we are saying, this fight, Joseph Baka was your father. You are a better criminal stand. Will you allow your father to go and on such a platform and give people a campaign message and thing where they follow media institution in the country? But because Stanton was the one him, he said that the play he go because our organization he had, he was doing everything.
Yeah, I think Aliyu.
Yeah.
Aliyu now make it. Yeah, Mr. Dole.
Yeah.
Let's have you go, please.
Okay. I really enjoy the people coming out to react to our statement. But I continue to say this. I hold no one apologies when I'm saying the truth. And I'm not worried about who like me, who don't like me. My worry is to see the truth, to be able to see it. Joe Weir, I know him from his childhood time up to present. I know him very well. So, if I say Joe Weir is ungrateful, I know my reason why I'm saying he's ungrateful. Samuel Doe, he's a former president that elevate football in our country. There where Joe Weir then get opportunity to go to where he is today in life because of what Samuel Doe did for the sporting activities. He supported sport, more especially the football. He even have a club at the executive mansion. We used to call it Executive Alliance. He used to invite these Lone Star players then to come there to play with him. So such a man is no longer living. His wife did not beg Joe Weir for personal finance. She asked Joe Weir for her benefit or entitlement. Joe Weir supposed to know that through this lady husband, some of us get to where we are. Even he didn't hold my hand to take me from club to club, but he gave me open door to uplift my career. So for this reason, I will do whatever best I can. The young man that he fired from Freeport, he needs to come to me here in Manchester. Samuel Doe Jr. I know the labor very well. I know him. But that whatever between he and Joe, I don't know. I got no idea. I can't comment on that. But what I do know of is Joe Weir should make sure to stand friendly to help the old lady what she entitled to. I will send you a photo between Nancy Doe and me and her brother. The place where she died in London, in her brother's house. I will send you the photo, Steve, so you can see it throughout. Nancy Doe, me, and his brother. I know the old lady very well. I know what kind of person she is. Joe Weir is wrong on the old lady. He should not have treated her like that. That's why I say he's completely wrong. He's ungrateful. And I will say it again, he's ungrateful. I hold no one apology for saying that. So you see, what happened on this thing is we will say it, we will say the truth. People like it, they take it, they like it, they leave it. Liberia belongs to all Liberians. If you know, let me make my last comment, Mr. Steve.
Go ahead.
If somebody say to you, you say, he coming rain, and he can see the car had turned blue, coming rain. Then you say, no, it not rain. When he get outside, he rain on you, you will feel away. So, Liberia situation is like that. When we tell them, you bring somebody neutral to put the country back on her feet, they didn't do it. They bring Unity Party, and knowing fully well Unity Party and CDC are being a local hell on one another. They will all want to pay there. Instead of concentrating to fix the country, they will be concentrating how to pay there on one another. So they say, yeah, no, the Unity Party will bring. The Ome will come and rescue us. Now he come to rescue himself. And also punishing the past government officials there because of what he did to them. So obviously, and when they bring you the CDC again, the CDC will do the same thing. So let the Liberian people think wisely to know that when 2% are local here, what you do, you put them aside. Bring neutral person. That neutral person might likely do something better. That's
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well, quickly, my 1 minute. I got. Let me give 30 seconds to this caller. Caller, what's your name? Where calling from, please?
Hey, Steve. Good afternoon, and thank you, man. Thanks for the show, guys. It's an unfortunate situation that we have Madam Doe there today, but that's the will of God. You know, people will try to politicize issues as they are. But if for any reason, Madam Doe, first and foremost, when she started her case, my understanding is that she even, I think, contacted the ECOWAS court at the time of the United Party government until when the CDC government came, I think she managed to win her case in terms of whatever entitlement she was entitled to. But then the thing about it is that if the case is pending, like somebody mentioned, even the case with Cabinet Jammeh, the government is there now. And not only that those cases were won by those individuals, but those cases were used, they were weaponized for their benefit today. You have that government. I think it's incumbent upon them to even do something about it. This was not a case personally against the Soviet government, or it was against the Republic of Liberia. So I just wanted to lay that. Now, secondly, I see people keep calling me a show every time. By the time you mention, you say, oh, this man is inept. Inept is not insult. They're telling you that you can't do a job. This man is corrupt, meaning to say they're telling you who you are. It's not an insult. It's a word that's supposed to be used. But you have a president that's sitting today, and the party itself that's salivated in the insult, literal insult of an individual for 6 years, his mother and everybody.
Thank you.
And the president, his president, he even laugh about those things.
Thank you so much.
They got things against Steve by the time you mention it. So I will just close on this, Steve, that indeed, if you find a time or maybe or anybody, something like that, please try to play some of those phone recordings wherein they were insulting, literally insulting people. Maybe it will reignite certain things in the mind of those people that have chosen to have selective amnesia on certain things.
Thank you.
So that's what I wanted to say, Steve. Thanks, man.
Appreciate it. Maybe quickly, let me say this, and then I'll turn it over to you. Folks, thank you. Tomorrow will be on by the grace of God. To be very honest, I don't care about United Party people reacting. I don't care about people who are looking for jobs. I don't care about people who are sycophants. That are my business. That the lifestyle you chose. I'm not worried about you. The only thing I'm saying is, if you come call on the show and you decide to attack any one of us, oh, that day I might not be here, because I will tell Melbourne to please hold on and will respond to you proportionally. I want you to understand that one. No United Party partisan or government renegade or regime person will come here and attack us and think we'll let you slide. No, that will not happen. As long as I'm here. I don't know about other people, but when I'm here, we'll stop it, we'll address you, and we'll let you know what time it is. Whether you're a woman or you're a man, we'll put you in your place. We'll check you. Melbourne is on to you. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, my brother. You are quite correct. You know, the Unity Party partisans or their supporters, you know, most of them, they're not able to take 1% of all of the insults all of the things that they've been doing for the past 6 years, you know. And every time you come here, when you want to talk a little bit tough or high, they feel that maybe you are, you know, against this, you are against that, and they wake up and just say what they want to say. But you know, that's their tactics, and we know all of these tactics, but we won't stop. We will continue to talk. Again, good night to all of you, our viewers and other listeners. Join us on tomorrow by the grace of the Almighty God on the Sktv show. I'm John C. Vancouver. Good night from my end here.
Yeah, good night, baby. Take care. Have a good night.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. Blessing that time and that effort are rest. The project is giving us care and the promise of death. The welcome and life without care.
A lyrical health.
Master.
Clear Paris, who make you, I can't Sktv venue. Say my journey, Tina get I say my yamu. And yes, I know money, and why you, and you love
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I don't get it now ya to money. That's the baby, and I don't get it now. Cause you walk on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and the promise my best. The world with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Montserrat, San to Backbaloo, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.